Hello, today we're going to do something a little bit different. Instead of reviewing Lego sets or making a brick film, we're going to try to answer a simple question. What is the greatest Lego piece of all time? Now, to answer this question in the most objective way possible, we'll need to create three categories: usefulness, versatility, and cool factor. If you just want to know what the best piece is, you can skip to this timestamp, otherwise let's go through these categories. And before doing anything else, I just want to clarify something. Not every piece has been made in every color, so we won't take color options into consideration to determine the best Lego piece. But we will take into consideration the possibility of prints or stickers. If a piece can be upgraded with some cool printing or a cool sticker, it automatically makes the piece a bit better. Prints can completely change the purpose of a piece and improve sets, so they must be taken into consideration. Anyways, the first category is pretty self-explanatory. They are the parts that are necessary for the set to function properly and stick together. So, at the top of this category, we'll find things like plates, bricks, axles, Technic pins, wheels, Technic gears, etc, etc. And for a piece to be considered useful, it needs to be necessary for the set to function properly, and it needs to be impossible to remove without ruining the set. For example, if you remove the wheels or the blue plate on this vehicle, well, this car no longer works. But on the other hand, if you remove the bar and roll cage, the car still works just fine as a car. So the plate and wheels are useful, but not the bar and roll cage. At the bottom of this category, we'll find things like this. Yeah. This piece has a very strange and rare connection point that makes it pretty damn useless. Yeah, this is a weird piece. The next category is versatility. Quite simply, these are the parts that have a million different uses for them, but they aren't necessarily useful. For example, wheels aren't really versatile because 90% of the time they'll be used, well, as wheels. You can't really give wheels a different purpose other than making a vehicle roll, so they're not very versatile. On the other hand, slopes, inverted slopes, bricks, plates, not bricks, clips, jumpers, antennas, are all very versatile because they can be a million different things. For example, a slope brick could be a computer, a part of a roof, a part of a play feature, a hood decoration, a window, or even a windshield. Slope bricks are incredibly versatile. At the bottom of this category, we'll find things like the Rock Raiders roll cage and the motorcycle chassis. Don't get me wrong, these pieces are absolutely awesome, but they have, how should I say it? A rather limited number of uses. A roll cage is a roll cage, and a motorcycle is a motorcycle. You can't really do anything else with these parts. Now, if we only took the first two categories to determine the best Lego piece of all time, well, it would probably be a 1x2 or 1x4 brick. These parts are useful, versatile, and they can come with a multitude of cool prints or stickers to give them different uses. For example, these bricks could be used to build up a wall, they could be used as a windshield or as headlights, etc, etc. Simple bricks are absolutely amazing, but they're kind of a boring choice for the best Lego piece of all time, so that's why we have a third category. And now this category is completely subjective. But no matter your gender, no matter your skin color, no matter your age, no matter your religious affiliations, I think we can all agree that the three coolest Lego pieces of all time are the Minecraft frog, the 5-point crystal, and Nick Bluetooth's foot. Coolest Lego pieces of all time, without a doubt. This category can't really be defined, so instead here's a few of my favorite Lego pieces. The frog, the gemstone, the Rock Raiders drill, the big ol' power miner wheels, the classic shield piece, the weird round shield thingy, road plates, raised base plates, the classic antenna, the squishy balloon tires, octagon panels and windshields, bionicle masks, castle helmets, horses, road signs, flags, the massive inverted slopes from classic space, steering wheels, etc, etc. There are so many cool pieces, I simply can't name them all, so feel free to share your favorites in the comments. Anyways, the best Lego piece of all time is the minifigure head. That's right. Before you start yelling at me, please let me explain. I know this seems like a boring choice, but hear me out. These minifigure heads are an integral part of the Lego aesthetic. Whether it's a classic smiley face dude, Johnny Thunder, or a Zotaxian, everybody loves minifigures. But guess what? The minifigures wouldn't be the same without their unique heads. The minifigures would simply not function or they would not be the same without their unique heads. You could swap any body on Johnny Thunder's face, but it would still be Johnny Thunder, or Jenny Thunder, I guess, but still, you get the point. The faces are necessary. The minifigure heads are necessary. These classic head molds are not only the life and soul of LEGO minifigures, they're also endlessly customizable. You want a mustache? You got it. You want a beard? You got it. You want some long hair? You got it. You want a pirate, an astronaut, a knight, a cowboy, a police officer? You got it. This piece is genuinely so useful to add character and personality to any set or mock. And it goes without saying that the incredible variety of prints makes it the most versatile piece of all time. But even without printing, this piece is still incredibly versatile. It could be a flower, it could be a training sauce, a flower pot, a potion, a burner, a balloon, etc, etc. In other words, this piece is useful to make some cool minifigures, it's versatile, and it's really cool. Quite simply, this is the best LEGO piece of all time. Anyways, I guess that's it for today, and thanks for watching.